Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Satterly. I'd like to welcome you to your clinical rotation courses, and specifically with this orientation, your clinical rotation Canvas courses. The first thing you should do is make sure you're properly registered for the course. The second thing is, when you receive an invitation to participate in the course, make sure you accept that invitation. Once you're in the course, and here we're going to be working with Clinical Rotation 1, which is PAS 671. Clinical Rotation 2 will be PAS 672, and so on. There's a couple of tabs here on the left dash that will be particularly important to you. The first is the Home tab. The next is the Assignments tab, and also the Syllabus tab. There's also a Quiz tab, which you'll see your exam grades in, and that will be important to you. There's also a calendar that you can click on days, and that can help you keep organized. Also, when the course goes live, there will be an Announcement tab, and that's an important tab to check in with as well. I would suggest that you check in with your Canvas clinical rotation course every day, because it's my main way of communicating with you, and it's the department's main way of communicating with you. Announcements are important to check, and emails are important to check, and please respond to those promptly if we ask you for a response. Okay, that being said, let's get started looking at some of these tabs. The first thing you should do when you enter the Clinical Rotation Canvas course is review the general syllabus. This is very important, and you should read it start to finish at every rotation. There's lots of important information here. First, it tells you that this is the clinical rotation courses. Then there's a little bit of my background to help you know me a little bit. And then we get into the nuts and bolts, course details and logistics, information about outcomes, competencies, and standards. And you'll also be able to find a copy of this orientation if you want to review it and listen to it. There's important links such as the NCCPA Blueprint, which is an invaluable study guide as you study for your EORs and your PANSI and just work through the second year, gaining content and knowledge. There's also the ARC-PA Standards of Accreditation, and these are what we teach to in order to help you become a competent clinician. So every test that we give you, every assignment that we give you, every final preceptor evaluation, everything that we ask you to do addresses these standards, and that helps ensure the adequacy of your training and also your competency upon graduation. You might want to familiarize yourself with those, and please do ask me questions if you're curious. You'll also find the departmental policy manual through this link. There's some general information about behavior and professionalism on rotation. There's information that you might find important about academic difficulty, about Title IX, and then there's some really good information about things like the MAGIS program, and accommodations. So scroll through all of that. You'll also find, and this is very important, copies of the clinical preceptor mid-evaluation and the final preceptor evaluations for each rotation. You must read through these at the beginning of every rotation because they will tell you important things about what you need to learn and also how the preceptor will assess you. Every one of these is a little different and does address specific things related to that rotation. So just because you read the women's medicine final preceptor evaluation doesn't mean you know everything that's on the internal medicine final preceptor evaluation. They'll also serve as an additional roadmap to help you know what procedures are important to try to complete on that rotation. In addition to those final preceptor evaluations, you'll also find listed here in the syllabus the rotation-specific syllabi, and you should read each of those in addition to this general syllabus. There's also information about COVID-19. And then there's the overall clinical rubric, which is an overall roadmap about how you will be graded for the activities in this course. I would say know this like the back of your hand, okay? When you are on every rotation except elective, you will normally at the end of that rotation take a PAEA end of rotation exam that is nationally standardized and in the subject of the rotation that you completed. The exception to this is the elective rotation, where you will complete an elective assignment that is a high stakes assignment that is used in place of the EOR on that rotation. So that's the overall syllabus and some information about what's expected of you. You can expect to learn a tremendous amount, and I hope that this will be an exhilarating and positive experience for you, albeit challenging. I will be here for you every step of the way, and you can reach me by email or for a real emergency by phone if you need to. I'm happy to meet with you by Zoom or in person when it's safe and appropriate. I'm here to teach you, to guide you, and help you achieve your goals. So that's the syllabus tab. The other important tab is the quiz tab, where you'll see your EOR grades and information related to your exams. Quizzes is an understatement, but that's what Canvas calls them. The other important thing when you navigate this course is to use the home screen. The home screen will always take you home and get you oriented. Let me click that now. You can find pretty much everything you need other than the syllabus in the home screen. One of the important things it does is it gives you a to-do list with dates so you can kind of manage your time. And if you scroll down when you're in that home screen, after you go through some other little tidbits I have for you, you'll come to modules for each rotation. So there's the women's medicine ambulatory care rotation, pediatrics rotation, elective, and so on. And your assignments and important information related to those rotations will be there, and you can scroll and find them. So that's basically how you get around in this course. Again, the home tab is important. The announcements tab when the course goes live is important. The syllabus tab is important. The quizzes tab is important. I encourage you to contact me for clarification, for any questions or concerns you might have. I also, as I said before, expect you to check in with this Canvas course every single day for announcements, changes, email, and I would encourage you to set your course up such that you see announcements and emails in your campus mail as well as your Canvas mail. If you don't know how to do that, IT can help you. And then you can respond directly via that too. Any communication that you start with me via email that is specifically related to coursework, I ask that you do that through Canvas email rather than campus email. If you do it through Canvas email, we have a record of that. And while we're on the subject of communication, I also want to advise you that if you have submitted an assignment or you're working on an assignment and you're waiting for a grade, that you be very diligent about checking not only messages from me, but also going into the assignment itself and checking for faculty comments. When this goes live, there'll be a comment section here where I issue a grade and I write comments. It's very important to check those because one of the ways that you will learn is from my feedback on your work. So please, I take a lot of time. I read what you submit. I read what you write. I reflect on it and consider it. And then I take time to write comments when appropriate. So please, spend time and maximize your learning by reading my comments. So that's pretty much the main points that I wanted to make about this Canvas course. Again, the syllabus is your roadmap. It will, guide you, and this home tab is important. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful to you, and I look so forward to helping you achieve your goals as one of your faculty members in this department. Have a wonderful academic year, and know that I am here for you.